Tomorrow night is the WWE Royal Rumble from St. Louis, Missouri. We've got 6 matches announced for the show. Brock Lesnar will defend the WWE title against Bobby Lashley. Roman Reigns will defend the Universal title against Seth freaking Rollins. Becky Lynch will defend the Raw Women's Championship against Doudrop. And we do know that Beth Phoenix and Edge will team up to go take on the team of Miz and Maurice. Then we got 2 Rumble matches. We got the Men's Rumble, which kind of cut and dry. No real surprises teased for that or hearing of any possibly other than one. We got the Women's Rumble. There's a lot of possible surprises and people being brought in for this match. So as far as the Men's Rumble does go, one possible spoiler would be Kurt Angle. It was reported yesterday by Fightful that former WWE champion and WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle is actually in St. Louis with WWE. Now, we do know that Conrad Thompson is doing some podcast stuff in the city. He's doing one of his live podcasts with, I want to say it's Eric Bischoff and Jeff Jarrett, but that's not why Kurt's there. Yes, Kurt has a podcast with Conrad Thompson, but he's not there for any of that stuff. He's there for WWE, apparently for community events, press events, and stuff they're filming for the WWE Network and Peacock. It's also been reported that WWE has offered Kurt Angle to return to the company as an on-screen personality. Now, that could be a spot in the Rumble and then do something non-wrestling going forward, or just something non-wrestling going forward. We don't know if Kurt has agreed to that or not, as he was released back in April of 2020 when we first saw the big first wave of mass releases over the last couple of years. So that is the one surprise possible thing, and I'm not confirming that as for sure, but it is the one possible surprise we could maybe see for the Men's Rumble. As far as the Women's Rumble goes, a lot of names that have been brought in for this match. So, as we first learned a couple of weeks ago, possibly Melina and Cameron could be in the Rumble, and both have been spotted in St. Louis over the last 24 hours. Also, as far as the women do go, I'm trying to remember all these, Oksana, who hasn't been in WWE for 8 years, has been spotted in St. Louis. Oksana, of all people. Not only has she not been with WWE in 8 years, she hasn't worked a wrestling match in 8 years. Her last match with WWE was Oksana. I know it was 2014, but I don't know exactly when. Oksana's last match with WWE, her last match ever, was June 10th, 2014, when she lost to Alicia Fox in a 2-minute match on SmackDown. That is the last time she's ever worked a pro wrestling match. And other names that we're hearing, Celeste Bonin, Caitlyn, who actually just basically went on Instagram and said, I'm in St. Louis. Yesterday, she posted on her Instagram story that she's on an airplane. And she does a lot of travel for her work and her workout brand and her workout clothing line and all that. So her being on a plane is nothing out of the norm when you see it on her Instagram. Now, it being this week and yesterday when a lot of people were flying in, a couple red flags of, ooh, could she be coming in? But didn't really think much of it because she's always traveling and always posting on her stories that she's traveling. Yet this morning, let's pull this up here. She actually posted this on her Instagram story. Let me pull up her Instagram story. Celeste Bonin Instagram. Posted this literally like an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours ago. So this here from yesterday. Posted this one yesterday, her on an airplane. Then a picture of her and her boyfriend on that plane. Then her boyfriend, but this was 3 hours ago. She's in St. Louis at the Arch. Why would she be in St. Louis if she's not there for WWE? So that has brought up some questions of, is she going to be in the Rumble? Why is she in St. Louis? She's got a couple other things posting, in St. Louis and this and that. But that is the one big one. This one right here. She's got a picture of her, a video, whatever you want to call this, Instagram story of her at the Arc. That confirms she's in St. Louis. Let me pull this up here. So we talked Cameron. We talked Melina, Celeste Bonin. It was also reported that Sarah Logan was spotted in St. Louis as well. And that could be a couple of things. Either A, WWE brought her in to possibly be in the Rumble, or she's just there with her husband, Eric of the Viking Raiders. Simple as that. Maybe she's just there with her husband. It's like, hey, we're going to St. Louis this weekend for the Rumble. She's like, oh, I want to go to St. Louis. I like St. Louis. We tag along. That could be it. Could she be in the match? Possibly. Will she? There's still 9 spots open in that match, so it is possible. But again, she could just be there visiting and with her husband, Eric. And yeah, those are all the names that we've heard so far that have been spotted in town and have not yet been announced for the Women's Royal Rumble and could possibly be in the Rumble. Again, on those names for the Women's Rumble, former Divas Champion Caitlyn, former Divas Champion Melina, Oksana, Sarah Logan, and Cameron. So those 5 names could be in the Women's Royal Rumble match. Why would they be in St. Louis? The only one that you can argue why she could be in St. Louis and not be there for the Rumble would be Sarah Logan, because, again, her husband's in the company. And they're bringing in everybody who is in the company to work, because the word going around is, just in case last minute someone catches COVID, they want as many people there as backups. So if you're signed, you're getting brought in. If you're signed and cleared, you're getting brought in for the Royal Rumble. And they're apparently bringing in extras as well. I think Dave Meltzer did report that you're going to bring in a number of NXT talent to be back up as well. I know tonight for SmackDown, we're supposed to have LA Knight, Roderick Strong, Io Shirai, and Dakota Kai all backstage as well. But those are the names that have been spotted in St. Louis and could be there for WWE and tomorrow night's Royal Rumble event.